The Galactic Council had underestimated humanity for far too long. Across the stars, alien species scoffed at Earth, dismissing its people as insignificant. But no one truly understood the quiet power of humanity hidden beneath years of peace. It wasn't until the moment the humans finally spoke the words that shook the entire galaxy, "Fine, we'll handle this." The Council had pushed Earth to the brink. Their arrogance, their dismissal of humanity's strength, had reached its peak. They thought they could control Earth, force humans into submission, and wipe them from the galactic stage. But what they didn't know was that humanity had prepared for this day, silently amassing power, hidden from the galaxy's eyes. When the humans spoke those words, the calm facade of the galaxy shattered. The vast fleets of alien warships, once confident and unchallenged, suddenly found themselves facing the unknown. As Earth's warships slowly emerged from the shadows, massive and beyond anything the galaxy had seen before, the alien commanders froze. They couldn't believe their eyes. The ships were enormous, powerful, and advanced, so much so that even the most formidable alien forces knew the truth. Chaos had arrived. The first transmission from Earth's fleet was short, cold, and direct. "You thought we were weak. Now, face the consequences." The words echoed to the galactic channels, sending a chill through every alien command center. The galaxy's balance had just shifted, and humanity was no longer a side player. It was about to change everything. The galaxy was still reeling from the shock. No one had ever seen anything like it. Humanity's fleet, once thought to be a shadow of the great galactic powers, now stood as a terrifying force in its own right. The alien leaders who once laughed at human weakness were now filled with fear and uncertainty. Earth had kept its cards hidden for so long, and now the galaxy was about to learn just how wrong they were. The warships, each the size of a small moon, lined up in perfect formation. They gleamed with a dark, metallic surface, their hulls lined with powerful energy shields that flickered with bursts of blue and green. These weren't ships built for defense. These were ships designed to destroy, to dominate. The power in their engines alone could obliterate entire fleets. Yet, Earth had hidden this arsenal for years, building it in silence, waiting for the right moment. And now, that moment had arrived. On the command deck of Earth's flagship, Admiral Rowan stood silently, staring at the vastness of space before him. His mind raced as he realized the full weight of their decision. They were no longer just defending their planet. They were declaring war on the entire galaxy. The Admiral turned to his officers, each of them as calm as he was. But their eyes revealed the same realization. There was no turning back now. The alien fleets had assumed humanity would beg for mercy, that they would submit quietly to their demands. But Earth had other plans. The Council had made a fatal mistake, one they would soon regret. The first strike would be launched soon, an attack so fierce, so sudden, that the galaxy would never forget the day humanity stopped playing by their rules. The silence of space was shattered as Earth's warships powered up. The galaxy's most advanced alien fleets, positioned across distant star systems, had no idea what was coming. From the moment the first wave of ships exited Earth's atmosphere, the calm that had ruled for centuries was broken. The galaxy had become a ticking clock, and humanity was the one who now held the detonator. On the flagship, Admiral Rowan gave the order, "Initiate the first strike." His voice was cold, but every word carried the weight of a decision that would change everything. The fleet was ready. The energy field surrounding the ships hummed with power, the weapon systems activated. And for the first time, humanity was about to show the galaxy its true strength. The first salvo of energy beams launched from the massive warships, cutting through the dark void like a bolt of lightning. In an instant, the first alien fleet, one of the most feared in the galaxy, was obliterated. It was gone, reduced to fragments, with no warning and no chance to retaliate. The alien command centers, which had boasted of their superiority, now lay in ruins. The speed, the power, the sheer destructive force of the human fleet was beyond anything they had ever imagined. The news spread like wildfire through the galaxy. The Galactic Council was in chaos, scrambling to respond. Messages were sent out, trying to rally forces, but it was already too late. The humans had done what no one thought was possible. They had struck first, and they had struck hard. The galaxy, once confident in its power, now understood something far more terrifying. The chaos had truly begun, and in the heart of that chaos, humanity was ready to reshape the galaxy as it saw fit. The news of humanity's devastating strike spread quickly across the galaxy, and with it came a wave of fear. Alien leaders scrambled to understand how such a small, seemingly insignificant species had suddenly become such a terrifying force. The Galactic Council, once confident in their ability to control every star system, now found itself caught in a nightmare of its own making. In the Council's command center, the atmosphere was thick with tension. Representatives from the most powerful galactic species sat in stunned silence, their minds racing as they tried to come to grips with the reality of humanity's sudden rise. "How could we have been so blind?" one alien leader muttered, his voice trembling. "We underestimated them, and now they've shown us the consequences." The council members argued in frantic bursts, pointing fingers and blaming each other. Some suggested retaliating with overwhelming force, but others hesitated. After all, what could they send that could even match the firepower of Earth's new fleet? Humanity had surpassed every expectation, and now, the Council was left with no clear path forward. Across the galaxy, military forces were put on high alert. The other alien species, each more advanced than humanity in certain ways, now found themselves looking over their shoulders. Alliances were forged in haste, with many races promising to support the Council in their efforts to quell Earth's rebellion. But even as they made plans, they knew deep down that nothing they had would be enough to stop the humans once they had shown their true strength. Earth had already changed the rules of the game, and while the galaxy scrambled to respond, humanity's forces were already preparing for the next move. The battle had only just begun. While the galaxy panicked and scrambled to form alliances, humanity was already moving toward its next step. The first strike had shaken the stars, but Admiral Rowan knew it wasn't enough. The Galactic Council still believed they could regroup, rebuild, and crush Earth with a united force. They still believed humanity had shown its full power. They were wrong. Deep beneath Earth's surface, hidden inside a massive underground chamber known only to a handful of humans, rested something far more dangerous than the Warfleet. It was humanity's greatest secret. Project Solaris, a weapon so advanced and so powerful that even Earth's own leaders questioned if it should exist. Now it was time to reveal it. As the galactic sensors detected strange energy spikes coming from the Sol system, confusion spread across alien networks. Their scientists couldn't identify the signatures. It wasn't any known weapon. It wasn't a ship. It wasn't a beacon. It was something beyond them, something terrifying. On the flagship bridge, Admiral Rowan watched as the chamber opened on Earth. A colossal structure rose slowly into space, glowing with a golden white light. It was shaped like a massive ring, spinning with intense energy patterns that even humans barely understood. Its purpose was simple but devastating: to bend space itself. Alien analysts stared at the readings in horror. "This can't be real," one of them whispered. "If they activate that device, entire fleets could vanish." And then the message came, broadcast across the galaxy. "We warned you," Rowan's voice echoed, calm and deadly. "You forced our hand. This is your final chance." The galaxy froze. This was no bluff. Earth had just shown a weapon that could rewrite the balance of power in seconds. Humanity wasn't just fighting back. Humanity was taking control. The galaxy held its breath as Earth's newly revealed weapon, Project Solaris, continued to spin and hum with unimaginable power. Across the stars, every alien fleet hesitated, unsure of their next move. The Galactic Council, once so confident in their ability to dominate and control, now found themselves facing the unthinkable. A species they had long overlooked had just turned the tables in a way no one could have predicted. Admiral Rowan stood before the control panel, his hand steady as he prepared for the final activation. The galaxy's biggest powers were now aligned against Earth, but the humans had already proved they were no longer the weak, forgotten species they had once been. They had shown their might, and the time had come to decide the fate of the galaxy. "You have one last chance." Rowan's voice rang out across the intergalactic communication channels. "Surrender now. Face the consequences of your arrogance, or you will witness the true power of humanity." The aliens, too proud to back down, rallied together for one last assault. They launched a massive counterattack, desperate to stop the weapon and erase Earth's fleets from existence. But as the first wave of enemy ships charged toward the human fleet, something unexpected happened. Project Solaris activated. The weapon's energy expanded outward, forming a brilliant sphere of light that swallowed everything in its path. Alien ships vanished in an instant, consumed by the wave of power. Not even the most advanced alien warships could withstand the sheer force of energy. Entire fleets disintegrated in a blink, leaving nothing but echoes in the cold void of space. The galaxy, once confident in its dominance, was now a broken, shattered empire. Earth had won. Humanity had proven its strength and claimed its place in the stars. The Galactic Council could only watch in silent horror as their power crumbled, knowing that they would never underestimate humanity again.